This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, right now, here comes Rob Van Dam, and Flash Funk's going to take him on, the soon-to-be-dubbed Mr. Monday Night. And Van Dam's an interesting story here, JR. He's unhappy in ECW. He's being courted by the WCW, but here he is being spotlighted by the WWF. Was Paul Heyman trying to get you guys to work something out with Van Dam here, or what? Do you remember any of this?
Well, we knew Rob was great talent, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was a great talent. So I'm sure Heyman was singing his praises. And Lawler just he's a natural at everything he does. He's a great wrestler, as we all know, babyface or heel. He can broadcast. And as we see here, he's at the right place at the right time as a manager. And so it was a nice little hey Rube here at ringside. There's the ref, Jimmy Corderas, Jack Doan.
Yep, they're all down there.
All the officials are down there to try to maintain some order. There's a very talented Flash Funk, a man who we hired on the recommendation of Vader, I believe.
So
Charles Skaggs, really talented guy.
And we've talked about it here, and as we're getting a little ad in here for Promax, that's interesting. You guys had a close relationship with ECW at this time. How come guys like Raven, Stevie Richards, Perry Saturn, why do you think they ended up in WCW in just the next few months? Did you guys have a first shot at them, or what did that look like?
I think we prioritize. You have to prioritize your list of who you want. And so that's kind of what we did. And certainly Rob Van Dam was right there at the top. If he wasn't at the top, the most desirable signee from ECW. We got the Dudleys, and they did a phenomenal job, Hall of Fame career. So everybody just can't make the cut.
Yeah,
everybody can't be. There's not room on the team for everybody.
They just flash back to what happened the few nights before with Jerry Lawler in ECW Arena. And for those that are big ECW fans, you definitely remember that night when the lights went out, and when they came back on, Jerry the King Lawler was standing in the middle of the ring, and the hometown faithful in Philadelphia let him have it. Such a big, fun moment, should I say, for that crowd and that fan base.
Hostile environment for the King, who certainly performed magnificently. Didn't bother him a bit.
So, JR, we're going to mention two phrases that I know you love to hear, and it's rumor and innuendo. And the rumor and innuendo was that the plan for this match originally was for Flash Funk to go over, but Van Dam threatened to take his shit and go home, so they switched it to RVD going over. Do you remember hearing anything about this?
No, only if the right decision was made. You want to get somebody over, you don't beat them their first time in. Now Lawler's joined us on commentary. That always adds a little something. So
yeah, we can listen to a little bit of that. So it'll be interesting to hear what he has to say. Let's check it out.
Throw him out, big man. Throw him out right now.
Not a ticket, man.
So what?
A ticket-paying customer. So what? What were you doing last Saturday in their arena?
Well, I'll tell you what I was doing. I paid them a little visit. I'm sick and tired of hearing them run their mouth about how tough.
Oh, yeah! Plancha. What a death-defying suicidal move by Rob Van Dam.
I've heard for years how tough and how extreme.
Look at JR 25 years ago saying plancha. I love it.
What happened to me?
And when I left the whole stinking company, every piece of so-called talent, with the exception of Mr. Rob Van Dam and myself, were laying flat on their backs in their own. Oh!
And I must say, Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night, is indeed very, very impressive. And of course, it's a fact that Paulie Dangerously and the areas and the ECW crew,
sit down, you idiot!
They did everything possible legally to keep you from.
Lawler's losing his voice.
Yeah, for what? Why?
Yeah, I noticed that.
He's lost the only piece of.
He did a lot of screaming on that Saturday show, so
yeah,
he's catching up with him a little
Flash
bit.
Funk having a go tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on the War Zone. And Flash Funk giving it.
Yeah, to me, the outcome of this match needed to be Van Dam over. In the story, it's not even to me debatable.
Yeah,
and that's not a knock on Scorpio.
Especially when you see what Van Dam was ultimately able to accomplish. And it's all like an armchair quarterback, but man, he ended up becoming a big star for WWE.
He did. He could have been even a bigger star, I think.
I agree.
If all the political heads could converge at one place at one time.
He had all the skills. He had the charisma. He
Yeah,
did.
he was great. Rob was just Rob was Rob. That's the great thing about wrestling is if you're able to catch lightning in a bottle with your gimmick. And well, that was nice.
Nice moonsault from Flash Funk, a moonsault plancha. I just wanted to say plancha.
Yeah, you did good.
Okay.
I'm really proud of you.
I used it in the right context.
Yeah, you're my own. I have Excalibur at work and Excalibur here.
Oh, I've been mistaken for him before. There's an internet picture of me with Shivani at a booth, and a wrestling website said this is Excalibur with his mask off.
Well,
I guess it was the beard. I don't know.
Good guess.
Oh man. But yeah, these two, hey, this match between these two with these high flyers, they could get it done easily in today's environment. Their skill sets transfer, now as far as in the world of which we love some of the high flying.
Got a near fall there. Nice little counter by RVD. These guys kept it moving, kept connecting the dots, kept hitting their suplexes and their strikes. It was just a really electrifying contest, especially since it was just thrown together.
Yeah. This would lead to a brawl that builds up to an ECW pay-per-view, by the way. And do you think that it's odd for Vince to give up valuable TV time in a war here for a pay-per-view he really has no interest in terms of this is kind of heads towards building for an ECW pay-per-view?
No, we're married to that pay-per-view, so we wanted to be successful, and it was. That was a hell of a pay-per-view.
Yeah. There's also talk that supposedly there's going to be an ECW match at the SummerSlam pay-per-view since the show would be taking place in New Jersey. Do you remember that being big part of the deal here?
Well, it's it was right part of the country for all these brands involved, I think. And there's a Paulie.
Here we go. Let's listen. They are. Oh my God, Lawler's beating the shit out of Heyman.
Tommy Dreamer behind him. Look at this. All 4 men.
Kicking, punching.
Lawler is kicking Paulie. Tommy Dreamer's trying to save Paulie dangerously. We've got a hell of a melee here.
Nobody better on the call.
To a war indeed. A war of different factions. Infighting from ECW. The interjection of Jerry the King Lawler coming on the aftermath of a bloodbath in the ECW arena.
And that's absurd. ECW has no business jumping over the rail. They're at fault. They're absolutely at fault. And look at him. He's getting, look out. At Tommy Dreamer and Lawler and Van Dam.
You think Lawler was in Tupelo?
He's looking for the mustard and ketchup.
It belongs somewhere. It belongs right there with that man.
Well, Paulie dangerously.
Lawler loves this.
And Lawler is just pummeling dangerously. Tommy Dreamer and Van Dam have hooked up like 2 pit bulldogs.
Unbelievable. This is not what the war zone is about. It's about athletic competition in the ring. All right, hopefully they've got things under control. We will continue more on the war zone, ladies and gentlemen. Psycho Sid is scheduled to lock up with Owen Hart, and that should be a matchup.
All right, so they're going there, man.
Good exposure for ECW, good exposure for the pay-per-view. A lot of wins in that segment.
That feud blew up, and that was a lot of fun.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you're going to notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.